What's up, gang? It's Willie Rebuild, baby. I'm back with another one. Chassis swap time. Y'all know what time it is. This spot right here, this the chassis swap spot right here. When I poke something right there, it's time to swap a chassis. So this is how I start them off. This truck here, I changed the chassis on it before, about three years ago. And what the guy did was he wrecked it. That's why you see the black parts on it. That happened about maybe like 8 or 9 months after I sold him the truck the first time from the first chassis swap. Put the back parts on there for him. He never brought them back, brought it back to get painted. And as you can see, we got some surface rust going on the hood, surface rust on the fenders. But the reason I'm changing the chassis is because if you can see right here, he ripped the control arm. That's where the lower control arm mount into the chassis at. And also it kind of pushed the chassis back a little bit because when I took measurements, it was slightly off on this side. Probably could have welded it. Some of y'all probably saying, oh, you can weld it, but you gotta think about this. If he wrecked it and did that to a good chassis, what you think gonna happen once I weld that metal and the heat from the weld is gonna make the metal weaker? What's gonna happen when he hit it again? See, all you're doing when you do that with a customer is open the door for him to point the finger and say, it's your fault. That's where you fixed it at. Nope, we're not gonna do that. This is another one right here. I gotta do a chassis swap on too, but we're gonna get back to that one in a minute. This the new chassis right here. This usually how I start them off, by putting the front suspension on first. Put the ring on after that, and then I get the frame to where it can roll. I leave the truck on jack stands and then pick the cab up off of the old frame. But all this is what they left on from the truck when I brought the chassis, and all this shit coming off. I always use everything from the truck. That way I know what I'm working with. The truck don't have no check engine light or nothing like that, so I know that the emissions, evap systems and all that is working the way it should. This stuff right here, I don't know nothing about it, so all that's coming off, and I'm gonna use everything off of that truck. So the white Tahoe right here come from the car lot around the corner. It's wrecked hard in the front. It's a truck Migo bought to fix and ride it. But the chassis on this one is severely bent. So what's about to happen for all the guys that's gonna tell me, oh, I can fix the chassis on that truck. Well, we is gonna fix it. We gonna fix it, but we gonna put it on this truck. See, if you do that to your own shit and something happen, all you gotta do is point the finger back to yourself. But if I put it on this truck and something happen, then now I got the customer talking shit to Willie Rebuild, and we ain't gonna play that game. So we gonna weld this chassis back up once I get it taken off, and we gonna put it over here on this one. And if something happen, it happened. Fuck it, it's just gonna be a truck around here that we use to pull cars from the auction and shit and ride it around here, so it's no big deal. Let's go take a walk inside, show y'all what we got going on. We got the guy right here, he sleep. eating the Mac chicken and watching his phone. We got another guy right here eating the Mac chicken, but he doing a little bit of work, gang. We got the Yukon in here, just painted in sections, gang, because it's so hot in here. So paint the back hatch. Then once that dry, we'll go ahead and retape it and paint the sides. As you can see, gang, got all this taped off. We'll come back and paint. As you can see, she's looking nice and wet, baby. But we'll come back once that roof dry in the back. What we'll do then, gang, is tape the roof off and tape the back off and paint the other side, cause it's hot. It's like probably like 105 in here. So if you try to paint this whole truck at one time, before you make it to the other side, the shit dry. So rather than do that, we just paint it in sections. And then once everything painted, then we'll come back and water sand and buff it, baby, and get it out the door. It's Willie Rebuild, just giving y'all a little insight on what be going on. I know a lot of y'all think, oh, Willie Rebuild just be by Area 51 and doing what he doing. Nah, a lot of the shit that I do by Area 51 is for recreation and spare time. I don't get paid to work on my own car. This shit here, I get paid for. So when I got jobs that I gotta take care of, then shit like rat nest, that shit go on the back burner. That shit don't mean nothing to me. As you can see, if I wanted to paint it, the bitch would be painted. You know how many cars we painted here? You see all the color on the floor? The shit would have been done. See the paint boot right here we putting together? This what we do, baby. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I know most of y'all don't like these type of videos. Y'all like to see me messing with the G-Body, Rat Nest, and the El Camino and the old schools. But I gotta slide a couple of these videos in on y'all. Cause this will finance Rat Nest and the other shit. It's Willie Rebuild, baby. Over and out.